What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in this video, we're taking a look at one of my all-time favorite gold farms because it has just become better, and in a way that I know that a lot of you guys will enjoy because it's now better steady gold, right? So the people that has watched me for a while, they know just how much I love to run LBRS. The reason for that is because the dungeon pretty much offers it all in terms of collectible. You have dungeon-specific blacksmithing plants, the Arcanite Reaper and the Arcanite Champion, which are selling for big gold. And then also the loot table of green items has like Ebb and Hold and a bunch of these relatively fast-selling mogs. Like fast-selling is still transmog and they take a while to sell. But better than that, they can drop really good epic transmog, Skullflame Shield, Destiny, Cloud Keepers, like you name it. It has a lot of good shit. And it's also a very fun dungeon to run with a lot of alternative routes. Now, the reason why this dungeon in specific is better is because of some changes in patch 10.05 and the up-and-coming 10.07. Because in patch 10.05, they brought back some heavy scorpion patterns, and there are scorpions that you can skin for the material needed for those crafts. And in patch 10.07, they're bringing back Solgurub crafts, which has a lot of the items, that has some of the items needed to craft those items. And a lot of those materials have gone up over 1,000% in price, in market value. So, as you enter LBRS inside Blackrock Mountain, I'm going to show you guys where, specifically from which mobs you can get the materials that we're going to be after that's bringing you the steady gold. Now, naturally, when you're doing this farm, you want to kill everything because you also want to have a chance at getting these sweet mog items, right? And it's also important to kill the last boss because the last boss can drop the Arcanite Champion blacksmithing plan. Has a market value in EU of like 200,000 gold. But the first place you want to keep in mind is when you go down here and you kill all of these trolls, right? Because all of these trolls right here, they can drop you a specific material that's needed for the new Solgurub crafts. That being the powerful mojo. Kinda tough to farm out because it only drops in from certain elite mobs and dungeons. So it's best farmed in LBRS. Now, if you do this for 1 hour and you farm it like 10 runs, I got 25 powerful mojo in an hour, right? And the powerful mojo alone has a market value of 5.6k gold. They've gone up over 2,000% in market value. So you want to make sure you kill all of these trolls in this area of the dungeon so you can pick up the powerful mojo. How much these will be worth in the future is hard to say because there's definitely a lot of people buying him right now because of all the hype with the Solgurub crafts. However, they are still needed to this day before patch 10.07 is out for various other crafts. So they've always been okay to sell, but they've never been as high as this, obviously. So they're making good gold. And I'm not claiming, even though you can make like an extra, like 7, 8, 9,000 gold steady an hour from this farm. Obviously, that's not a lot of gold, but it's nice to be able to make some steady guaranteed gold as you're farming the dungeon. Another thing are these spiders, known to some people that have farmed for a while because they were needed for the Shadow Weave mask for one of the secret mounts that was implemented into the game. And they drop a ton of different spider silk. So you have the Iron Web spider silk, not that fancy. You have the Shadow silk, which is required for the Shadow Weave mask. They're only 5 gold each, but you're getting a lot of them from these spiders. And then you're also getting the Tick spider silk. It's nothing special, but they do have a good enough sell rate to the point where you might as well just throw them up on the auction house, right? Now, after you leave the spider area and you kill the orcs, you will come up to the next packs of mobs, and it's these scarabs and these scorpions. So you want to just pull all of these, just attack one of each pile of mobs, AoE them down, and they drop one item out of interest, that being the huge venom sack, which is an item needed for the new Soul Gurub crafts. They have increased by over 500%, well, 472% in market value because of that. And you'll make like roughly 1,000 gold an hour just on the huge venom sack. Now, you can also skin these scorpions and they will give you the heavy scorpid hide, which will also make you roughly 1 to 1.5k an hour together with the other leather when you skin the scorpion. So bring a skinning tune if you have one. Depending on the price in the region, but it's just bonus steady gold, which I know that a lot of you guys like. But disclaimer, as I've mentioned, it's not a great way to make like steady gold. Making 7, 8, 9,000 gold guaranteed an hour is nothing compared to the other options that you have. But it is something when you're looking for the big ticket RNG items, that is transmog, or in this case, also the blacksmithing plant. So it's nice to keep in mind if you guys want like a combination of both worlds. But yeah, do make sure that you go and you kill this Overlord Worm Talak, because he can drop the Arcanite Champion. With that being said, that was pretty much it for today's video. So make sure you check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide, a complete gold farming guide that will teach you how to go from 0 gold to 10 million gold. And if you use the discount code dragonflight, you'll get it for 50% off. And just know that this comes with all future updates done to the guide for free. So whenever there's a new patch or even a new expansion, I will update the book and send that version directly to your email automatically for free. And also a big thank you to every single one of you guys that have signed up to the VIP Discord. The support has been massive, but you can read more about that in the link down below in the description. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at the next video. Until then, bye bye.